Crypto fam, happy Monday morning. Welcome back to Love for Crypto. I'm Scott. Excuse me, whether you're watching on IGTV, Facebook, or YouTube, it is a pleasure to have you here. I've just got up. I actually nearly did the video from my bed, and then I thought, no, fuck it, because I might want to read a couple of things on this. So basically, adoption, mass adoption. So far down the fucking road, it's untrue. So enterprise adoption, what we're seeing now, Hyperledger Indy just went live, right? So we're on Monday now. Keep saying each Monday we hit is a week closer to adoption, a little bit more volume being pushed through utility and not just trading. So we're a week closer. Several weeks ago, probably without many people noticing, but Hyperledger Indy came out of incubation. Like Hyperledger Fabric, Hyperledger Sawtooth, now Hyperledger Indy, a few of the frameworks and tools by the Hyperledger Consortium that have been brought out of incubation and are actually now live. The big one is Hyperledger Quilt. When Hyperledger Quilt can't really go live unless ILP's live and the interledger protocols physically being used, stable and live. So Hyperledger Quilt's the big one I'm really waiting for to see when that's out of incubation, because when that's out of incubation, ILP should be out of incubation. So that's when it should be really the Quilt's going to link it all. So value, data ID, medical can be pinged from any ledger to another ledger. So I'm going to do a little bit of reading and then we'll just have a little talk about it, because I keep mentioning privacy, security. There's a fine line between privacy and security, and that's why we've got like permissioned, permissionless, and public and private blockchains. So, you know, people who want to hide some of their information is able to do that. And the information that other people need to see to either do business with you or to let you on the plane or to do this, to do that. And they've got access to that information. Bus ticket, for instance. Criminal record, when you try to get into try to get into a government building and they want all your details, or you try to be a childminder, or you try to go and work with vulnerable adults. None of your information's secret then. They want it all, because you ain't working with my kids if you've done dodgy shit with kids in the past, kind of thing. So yeah, it'll all be there. So in the real world, most identity interactions are self-sovereign. We collect and hold various credentials that keep in our possession, and we present at our discretion to prove things about ourselves. These could be collections of cards, certificates, or paperwork that prove various things about someone or something. Some credentials are obvious, like birth certificates, licenses to drive, employee ID cards, passports, university diplomas, the list goes on. We hold and present these to anyone we want without the permission of the organisation who issued them. These credentials are kept and controlled by the holder and only taken from their wallets and revealed with her express consent. No his there, no. We're not his and her. I'm only joking. So basically, a mess in here, innit? Talking about that, aren't they? So talking about it. They're talking about it. Driving license. Watch this. Let me show you something. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. There's me back in the day. Ew. Ew. But yeah, they're talking about that, right? So, it's not what happens on the internet, is it? Like the famous cartoon says, oh, the internet, nobody knows you're a dog, illustrating the very real issue of the lack of an easy, secure, standardized system for a person to collect, hold, and ultimately present trustworthy, verifiable credentials online. Hey, refocus in there, lad. Come on, sorry about that. So, Unfortunately, online identity is very clearly broken. This is due to the fact that the internet was created without any way to identify the people who use it. Initially, it was a fairly small network of machines. Internet protocols are designed to identify machines and services, not people. Your IP address, your internet protocol address is for your machine, innit? It's not for anything else. So basically, they've gone all out on this. It is self-sovereign identities, SSI, mixing a little bit with privacy by design. This goes deeper than I fully understand. It starts talking about languages, the lot in the end. But SSI, self-sovereign identity, gives individuals or organizations that's bad English, that gives individuals or an organization's agency, it should says, to control their identity information. SSI acknowledges that identity is about much more than logging in. Identity can be expanded to other uses by using verifiable attestations called credentials to prove things about yourself. SSI uses verifiable, trustworthy credentials, identity on blah blah blah. It is they're going for it, and then you've got like the main. So the application, they made something like a ZKP protocol. Again, all these new protocols, you don't need to really understand exactly how they work. You just need to know what they're doing. Because if you would have known that for the Internet of Data, you could have then used that information to your advantage, which is what we're trying to do here now. So the zero knowledge proof, ZKP, is a solution to consider. Ultros, general member of Hyperledger and an expert in blockchain development and training, has released a research paper exploring how to ensure privacy while still providing transparency on a blockchain. So we can benefit from zero knowledge proof, ZKP. In a nutshell, ZKP is a method in cryptography where the prover can convince a verifier that it knows a secret value without actually disclosing any information apart from the fact that it knows a secret value. While this requires some input from the verifier, it's challenging a response. There is also a form of this model called non-interactive ZKP, which does not require such an interaction between two parties. I think so. Verify email, confirm email every time you try to pay shit now, and you want to send a bit of XRP out of wire. It's like, yeah, verify your email me, verify this, verify that, click that, Google two-way, bish button it. Not when this is out. So this zero knowledge proof is going to have zero knowledge of the transaction and the key and all that. You know, like when you see your card number online and it's XXXXX and then it's just there because they've got it and now they no longer need to show it. Kind of like that. It's going to make payments for you. So Alexa can make a payment for you. How's Alexa going to get in your wallet with your private key and secret key and all that? Nothing to think about this. You know, I can't just go, yo, Alexa, make a payment for me like that. And she's like, yes, can you copy and paste the address and tag, please, and send it over to my email? And I'm like, what? No, just fucking pay it, man. Just fucking pay it. You're slow. So basically, ZKP is about authentication systems, anonymous systems, confidential systems, and the ZKP implementations are IDMX and Hyperledger. In Hyperledger Fabric, the privacy-preserving authentication and transfer or certified attributes can be done using Identity Mixer, which is IDMix. A ZKP-based cryptographic protocol, its implementation consists of three components: a core IDMX crypto package, which implements algorithms for the zero-knowledge proofs, MSP implementation for signing and verifying transactions using the Identity Mixer crypto package, and a CA service for issuing eCert credentials using Identity Mixer crypto package. It is extremely interesting, digital guys, peeps, ladies and gentlemen. Digital IDs, everyone will have one eventually. If you don't choose it, the next generation is just going to force it on you. Just go to Google Hyperledger, click hyperledger.org, Indy, and view it. Live long and hodl. Love crypto. Love you. Love XRP. Peace.